Hi, I'm Rick Darvis, a financial life coach. Today I want to show you how a one-on-one system with a financial coach will work. The first step is to identify the client goals, whether it's tax reduction, college cost reduction, interest/debt reduction, insurance cost reduction, cash flow increase, retirement funds increase, real estate acquisition, business profit increase, charitable gifting, and long-term care or assisted living costs. So once we identify the goals of our client that in our one-on-one, the next step will be to develop strategies. Okay? We have a piece of software that I want to take you to right now that'll show you how we develop strategies for your particular situation. This software is based on a 1040 tax return, which tells you a lot about a person or their finances. So let's basically look at the 1040 form and how we use this to develop strategies to achieve your goals. First of all, we go down the 1040 form and we check boxes wherever you have numbers or information. So if you have dependents, we check the box. If you have wages, we check the box. If you have interest income, we check the box. If you have dividends, we check the box. You don't need to know how much, we just need to know basically if you have this type of income or not. Let's say you have some capital gains, line 13, check the box. Maybe you have some rental property, check the box. If you have partnership or S corporation income, check the box, and so on. So that's page 1. So let's look at page 2. Let's assume that we have itemized deductions. So we check the box that we itemize our deductions. Okay. Now at the bottom of the 1040, we have strategy types. You know, we want to list the type of strategy that you want focused on when we develop strategies. Let's say we want to look at some cash flow strategies to increase your monthly cash flow. We want to look at some financial aid strategies to help your child's college education. We also want to look at tax reduction strategies. Okay, in the near future, we're going to have 10 more categories here. So right now, let's look at these 3 categories that we've selected. So basically, we hit the report button, and here are our strategies. Because we said we had dependents, here are some financial aid strategies to increase your child's college grants and scholarships. And we have tax reduction strategies based on the fact that we have dependents. Now we're looking at line 7, wages and tips. Remember we checked box 7 where we had wages. Here's our cash flow strategies. Here's our financial aid strategies, tax reduction strategies. Okay. This is for a W-2 person. So you can see there's quite a few here even for a W-2 person. So this is how the software is laid out. The strategies are laid out in the format. We have a topic, we have a general description of the topic, we have an example of the topic, and we have potential savings and benefits. So this just goes down. You can remember we checked that we had interest, and we had dividends, and we had rental property, and we had S corporation income, and also that we had itemized our deductions. So let's scroll all the way down to the bottom and see what our potential strategies are. There are 524 strategies for this particular profile, or tax profile. So we're not going to take all these strategies, but we will pick the appropriate strategies to fit your situation. And once we do that, okay, we will then look at putting that into a report. Okay, the report is in this format. Okay, basically it's an Excel spreadsheet, very simple. Over in the right-hand balance, we have our investment, our savings account balance, starting out with 0. Okay, in this particular situation, we had a person. His goals were to reduce his income tax, pay for college, buy $1 million worth of rental real estate and rent it out at 4%. Wanted to increase his cash flow, and he wanted to get out of debt. not in 30 years, but around 20 years or less. He wanted to also add to his retirement account. So here's what we did to achieve that, okay? Over in the left-hand column, here are yearly payments. He financed $1 million in real estate over a 30-year period. Down line 5, we see that there's $96,000 in payments. Now this is when the 2 kids are in college. This is taking out college loans for college education for his kids. Notice these loans are paid off in 22 years, okay? And there are significant interest savings by paying off in 22 years versus 30 years. So these payments come out of our balance, our investment, our cash balance, our savings account, or whatever investment vehicle we have it in. So that's the balance. Again, we start with 0. The payments come out of our account, our financial account. What goes in is the rent, and let's say we're going to get $40,000 a year in rent income off the rental property. We're going to reduce their taxes by $100,000 a year. That additional tax refund of $100,000 is going to go into our bank account or our financial account. Here we have $10,000 a year. This is the tax savings on the interest on these loans. Again, that will add to his tax refund, and that will be put into his account. So basically, the end result is, without changing his lifestyle, again, we started with 0 in our financial account. We have, in 30 years, he will have an additional $5.199 million in his retirement account, and he won't have changed his lifestyle one bit. And also, he'll have paid for 2 kids' college educations at elite private schools. He'll pay off $1 million worth of real estate, be debt-free, and he'll be very liquid, throughout this with cash flow. Okay, so this is the type of report that we will issue to the people that do the one-on-one with us, with a financial life coach. Thank you for your attention.